Hello there, how are you this wonderful morning? I hope you had a good night rest. Good morning to you and welcome to A Little Stand with Miss B. You know, we started a very interesting topic last week, if you can still remember. We talked about homophones and we said that homophones are words that have the same pronunciation but they have different spellings and of course different meanings, and I was doing it alphabetically, if you can remember. Okay, so today I'll be continuing from there. I have this word as pair. The definition is two similar or identical things taken together. Two similar or identical things taken together, that is pair. Most of the times it's identical, they look alike, you can't spot the difference. Okay, all right, so that is the definition. And I could give you a sentence example like, I bought you a pair of jeans. I bought you a pair of jeans. I hope you would like it. And then the homophone for this particular word is pair. Remember I told you that they have the same pronunciation but different meanings and spellings, okay? So this particular pear is an edible fruit produced by a pear tree. I'm sure you have seen pear before, I'm very sure of that. Most people pronounce this one as pear or pear, depending on the person pronouncing. But the right pronunciation of this word is pear. The same way you say pair of jeans, pair of scissors is the same way you say pear. Okay, all right, I could give you an example like, I love avocado pear. I love avocado pear. All right, so you don't say pear and you don't say pear. That will take me to pause. It means a hand. Okay, it means a hand, or you can say that has claws or nails. Okay, it has claws. You know what claws are, right? Claws or nails. All right, so I could give you example like, get your grubby paws off my things. And that reminds me, grubby means dirty or unwashed. Okay, that means you can just tell the person, get your dirty hands off my things. So instead of you saying get your dirty hands off my things, you can better say get your grubby paws off my things. All right, so to take me again to another word, which is the homophone for this particular one, I also pronounce it as pause. Unfortunately, most people pronounce this as pause. Okay, this pause means to interrupt an activity or to stop the play temporarily so that it can be resumed from the same point. Okay, so you say to stop the play temporarily so that it can resume from the same point. That is pause. Okay, so I can give you a sentence example like, would you please pause the movie so I can take this call? Would you please pause the movie so that I can take this call? All right, so that's where the pronounce is pause and not pause. And they'll take us to number 14. Number 14 says principle. Principle means moral rule or aspect. When you have moral rule or aspect, that means you are principled. All right, and then I will give you an example like, you are clearly a principled person and I respect that about you. You are clearly a principled person and I respect that about you. All right, that will take me to another word, which is the homophone for this word is principle again. Unfortunately, most people say principal or principal, I don't know, but the same way you say principal is the same way you say this one, principal. Principal means the head of a college or university. The head of a college or university is principal. And then I will give you a sentence example like, the principal will be back, so I suggest you wait for a moment. The principal will be back, so I suggest you wait for a moment. Okay, I will go on to number 15. That is sow. S-O-W. S-O-W means to plant on the ground. That is sow. S-O-W. And I can give you an example like, as you sow, you reap. Whatever you sow, you reap. That is sow, S-O-W. And then I will have another one which most people don't know. This is the spelling. As most people spell this word the wrong way. That is S-E-W. It's still pronounced as sow, and it means to join or fasten with stitches made with thread. To join or fasten with stitches made with thread means sew. Most people don't pronounce it rightly. They don't know the right spelling of this word. Okay, I would give example like the tailor couldn't sew the style of the dress I showed him. The tailor couldn't sew the style of the dress I showed him. Alright, they will take us to number 16, which is sort. Sort means to separate items into different categories. Alright, I could give you sentence example like sort the fruits in that bag to know the bad ones. Sort the fruits in the bag so you can know the bad ones. And then I have another one which is sort. Again, most people don't know what this means. It is the past tense of seek. I have seen people, instead of saying sort as a past tense of seek, they'll say seeked. My darling, you don't say it that way. So you try as much as you can to say sort. Okay, now we move on to number 17, which is sweet. Sweet is having a pleasant taste or a taste like that of sugar. Having a pleasant taste or a taste like that of sugar. And then I could give you a sentence example like he bought sweet potatoes. He bought sweet potatoes. Alright, and then I'll give you a homophone for this particular one. It is sweet again, but people don't know the right pronunciation. They call it suit. Is sweet and not suit. Okay, so it means a set of connected rooms, especially in a hotel. Okay, and I'll give you a sentence example like the singer was interviewed in his hotel suite. The singer was interviewed in his hotel suite. People say singer. That word is singer, not singer. Okay, that will take us to number 18. Number 18 says toad. Toad means a king of frog. So I could say I stepped on a toad mistakenly. And then I have another toad, which means to pull something using a chain. Alright, so he towed the vehicle from a distance. Towed the vehicle from a distance. And then I have another word which is wear. Wear is an act of putting on clothes. That is wear. I want to wear this dress. Wear, not wear. Okay, she bought a maternity wear last week. She bought a maternity wear last week. And I have another wear. So don't say where, you say where. And then it means at or in which place or situation. So I could say he's looking for a house where he can have an office. He's looking for a house where he can have a complete office. And if I want to put it in an interrogative adverb, I could just say, where are you going? Where are you coming from? And then I have a number one, which is waist. Waist is a narrow part of human body below the abdomen. So I could say, what is the size of your waist? And then I have another waste, which is wrong use, or I could say to destroy. And I could give an example like, he wasted millions of naira and several years on that project. Alright, and then the last one I will be talking about right now is weather. Weather is used to introduce an indirect interrogative question. So he chose the correct answer, but I don't know whether it was by luck or by skill. And that is weather. And I have another weather. This one means the short-term state of the atmosphere. Alright, so you could say, do not expose that baby to a bad weather. It's not good for his health. Okay, so that is where I will be wrapping it up. I think I should be telling you what we have talked about today. I started from pair. I gave you pause. Remember the spellings. I gave you principle. I gave you so. Number 16 is salt. Number 17 is sweet. 18 is toad. And I gave you where, waste. And 23 is weather. And that is it for today. Before we go, I would like to give you a very beautiful quote. I'm sure you're going to like it. So my quote says, waste no time arguing about what a good person should be one. Waste no time arguing about what a good person should be. Just be one. Waste no time arguing, be one. yourself, okay? So you don't have to be looking for a good person everywhere. No, you should be a good person first. Probably when you're good to someone, the person will reciprocate that goodness. And that means you're having good people everywhere. So be good by yourself if you want to see a good person. And with that, I will be saying a very big thank you to you today for listening. And I'm sure you learned one or two things. If you are confused about anything, please do well to ask me. Alright, say thank you. And I love you so much. Try to be good. For now, stay safe and stay out of trouble. I am still your one and only Miss B.